Hello, everybody in the real world. My name is Jen Yoko, and this is my brother from another mother, MC Metrocard Frisky.
Hoot hoot, where my owls at? Hashtag Owl Nation.
Oh my lord. Yes, and we're here today just to have a little fun, nitpick at things, and you know, honestly, I'm just being educated on the real world. Everything else is the cartoon world. And in today's adventure, we will be talking about the residential eval. Now, the video game came out recently, Resident Evil 2, and it's a remake, if for all of you who don't know, of the PlayStation 1 classic game. And Leon Kennedy is one of the main characters, as well as Claire. What was Claire's last name?
Redfield.
Claire Redfield. That's right. Claire Rogaine Redfield Dubois. And we have come across some more scary fan of fiction. What you got for me, brother? What you find?
Well, my eyes just landed on this Naruto Resident Evil crossover.
Oh my gosh, I did too. Why do we always find the same things? We're on two different websites. He's on fanfiction.net. I'm on Archive of Our Own, which is the more sophisticated fanfiction website. But okay, what else do you have? Let actually read the summary. Let's read the summary.
What is the summary? Doesn't really have one. It just says "Fear You Can't Forget." Naruto Resident Evil crossover.
Why are there 30 chapters though?
I see. There's 19 chapters over here.
My guy, wow, that's still a lot.
Yeah, but underneath there's one called Resident Evil Karaoke Chronicles.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
I might have to click that one.
What's the
It's rated,
summary?
it's rated T for toddlers. Oh my god, this is so bad. It just jumps into it. Leon and Ada walk on the stage. And Ada, you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker. And then Leon comes in. You ain't nothing but a troublemaker, girl. You had me hooked again from the minute you sat down. The way you bite your lip got my head spinning around. After a drink or two, I was putty in your hands. Don't know if I have the strength to stand. Ooh, ooh, troublemaker.
Is this a real? Is seriously that's how it is?
Yes, they go right into the song. Right into
Wow.
a song. No lead up, no context. They just sing a song.
This is just I hate song fix. It's like one thing I hate about the fanfiction genre.
But yeah, I was just warming up. What else we got here? Resident Evil Party. The Resident Evil gang have a party to celebrate the release of Resident Evil 4. What games it's very meta. Like it's like the games exist in that universe.
Probably. I don't know. That's kind of like in my world where other human versions of animal versions exist, but we're still all in the cartoon world, but they're unaware that they have double lives.
All right, this one's short, so I'll read this one.
Humor me, Daddy.
All right, chapter 1. Let's get this party started. I, the authoress of Doom, stood on a stage in a bar and announced, "Okay, guys, to celebrate the release of Resident Evil 4, we're gonna party!"
Oh my gosh!
A shout of glee spread throughout the bar, and people jumped and shouted. Outside, in front of the bar, you could see a big sign reading, "Bar reserved for all RE characters. Inside only." Jill, Claire, Chris, Steve, Alfred, and Alexia had shown up. Claire was staring bug-eyed at Steve, Alexia, and Alfred. "Wait, you people are dead! Why are you here to haunt me?" Claire screamed and backed away. Steve gave Claire death look and raised an eyebrow. Claire then shook her head and said, "Oh, I'm glad you're back, Steve." Good. Alexia spoke up and said, "The authoress is ignoring death." "Okay," Claire replied and walked away. Then Alexia walked to the stage, grabbed the mic, and yelled, "We're all here to party! Woo!" And
Oh,
stared.
oh,
she,
my tummy.
she sweat dropped and sat out and walked off. After watching his sister, Alfred jumped out from behind the shadows and leapt wildly at Claire, screaming, "Revenge! Revenge!" Claire dodged easily and let Alfred fall flat on his face. Alexia tried to avenge him. "No! Bad Ashfords! Bad!" Jill scolded and carried them off. "Time out, bench!" "No! Yes! No! Yes!" Jill screamed and lightning shot down by her. "Huh? Okay," the Ashford said and walked over to the bench to cower in fear. The others stared at Jill in surprise, and Chris smiled and said, "Nice one, Jill! High five!" and gave Jill a highly
Oh my
deserved high
gosh.
five. Then the door creaked open slowly. That was chapter 1, guys.
Oh my gosh. It's how many chapters is this?
All right, brace yourself. 2. There are 2 chapters, baby.
Too many.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll leave you guys in suspense.
Oh my lord. Okay, my turn. Cause I'm finding some things that are just a little uh okay. This one's interesting. The road less traveled. Claire Redfield with Ada Wong. I love this idea, says in the summary, in which Leon saves Sherry and Claire meets Ada.
Ooh.
Claire is bi. Fight me. Reverse AU. I'm not even kidding you. That's what it says, but it's spelled FITEME.
Gotcha.
I'm like, I don't care. Okay, I don't even want to read that because anytime somebody's like, I'm bi, fight me. I'm like, okay, all right, Jews, all right, dude.
All right. Is she feeling a little bi-furious?
Instead of bi curious, this summer. No, I'm kidding. Okay, here we go. Let me just I'm okay, I clicked on it. I'm curious.
I clicked on it.
This is not how I expected my first day at work to go, Leon muttered to himself as he stepped on the elevator. Looking down, he saw the blood that covered his new vest and made a disgusting noise. Covered in zombie guts, with everyone I was going to work with dead. Looking around, he saw he was in what looked like a basement area. Jesus, this place is huge.
Mhm.
Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to turn a museum into a police station? Going up the stairs, he looked at his gun to double check the ammo. 4 bullets left. Poopies!
What?
He said shit. He said shit. Okay. Leon held it. Wait, stop. Stop! Leon held it tighter going up the stairs. The eerie silence of the hallway weighed heavily down on him. Turning around the corner, her. Okay, wow. Okay, turning around the corner, her was greeted by what looked to be the building's boiler room, steam clouding his vision as he entered before it cleared up enough for him to see the catwalk he was on leading to an office. Now, here's what it says. Office equals dead people equals guns equals ammo.
What?
Holstering the almost empty firearm, Leon drew the haunting knife, and it doesn't say hunting, it says haunting knife, and slowly approached the office. In the doorway was a sideways cabinet. Okay, no problem. I've been doing this all day. Grabbing the cabinet, he began to pull, but after a minute or two of struggling, the officer realized it wasn't going anywhere. Son of a sandwich! Getting down on his knees, he brought his flashlight down to look into the small office when it stopped on the face of a person. The man paused when he saw a little girl peeking out from behind the box. Hello? The little girl looked at him, obviously terrified. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Leon went to reach for his badge, but stopped when he remembered it was still in the main hall where he left. My name's Leon. I'm here to help. He reached a hand out and she stared wide into his eyes. I'm a police officer. Are you okay? You need help. The little girl managed to get out, confusing the officer. Like, what? Why do I need help? He's right behind you. That was straight from the game. Can you be a little more creative, fanfiction writer?
Oh, Jesus.
And then he goes, "You've got to be kidding me!" Pulling out the gun, Leon aimed for the eyes, and 4 bullets even had a chance against this thing. Oh wow! Like I'm reading it for word. That's what it says. And 4 bullets even had a chance against this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And then it goes into Claire, shoving the manhole cover. And she's like, finally, some good luck. Or I should read her as a man. Finally, some good luck. I'm Claire. Um, Claire says, get off me. A woman's voice calls out. Who's there? Ada says, stay sharp. This is boring. But yeah,
Yeah, that sounded pretty dreadful.
it makes me sad. I mean, if I wanted to reverse, I would just use a mod for the game.
Poopy. You killed me.
The next one is another high school alternate universe. Chris, high school senior, and the captain of the football team, who needs a bit of help getting his English grade up in order to stay on the team. Enter Leon Kennedy. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The shy junior and photographer for the school paper and yearbook. He's willing to lend the elder a helping hand. In exchange, Chris helps Leon out with his social life and his feelings.
Aww.
Rated M for obvious reasons.
Rated N for masculinity.
Right? Wow, you went there. Who the fuck is Steve Burns?
Steve Burnside is a character in Code Veronica. He
Uh,
has the worst cutscene in Resident Evil history. His father comes back as a zombie, and he's like, "No, I can't do it." Like, I have to show you the clip after.
I think I know what you're talking about. I
He
need to
takes
see it
2
again.
machine guns, and he screams, "Father!"
I remember that.
He's the worst character ever.
Why would you ship him with Claire? Like,
Because she's in the game, and there's a scene where he stares at her booty.
he looks like a twink.
Yes, he looks like Xerxes from season 5.
No way!
Ooh, inside joke.
Inside joke. Xerxes is a bad that looks very pretty. That's all you need to know, especially if you're thinking of In Sync.
Frosted tips.
Yes,
What else? Tips.
that is Xerxes.
Are you okay? You gonna read it?
I'm scared to.
Just skim through it. Just read an excerpt. Don't go too much.
I'm gonna say, they're talking football terms here. He goes, red 28, blue 25, hot, hot. Chris Redfield called, receiving the football from his teammate before looking for another pass. And I'm like, okay. And Piers is on the far left, chilling. He threw the ball, running back, successfully catching it out of midair before running towards the opposing team's end zone. This is adorable already. At least it's written all right.
It's so cute. They're doing guy stuff because they're guys. Get it?
Oh, stop. I feel like we're reading High School Musical. All right, wait. Chris chuckled, shaking Pierre's hand before he saw another flash from the bleachers. Brown eyes turned towards and smiled as Leon Kennedy, the school's yearbook photographer and photographer of the school paper, took another snapshot of Chris and Pierce. The petite junior sat by himself halfway, looking down at his camera to inspect the pictures he was looking at. Blue eyes met brown. Chris giving the younger another genuine. So, wow, Chris giving the younger another genuine smile. Leon's pale cheeks flushed a rosy color before quickly looking back down at his camera. Kennedy's so strange, Pierce said. He's a loner. What do you expect? Parker asked. It's Isn't he new? Chris asked curiously. Maybe that's why he's so awkward. 'Cause he just moved here. A new place, new school, new people. I'd be a bit lonely too. Oh my god, I feel like I'm reading Degrassi.
Whatever it takes.
Oh my god. No, I gotta go. No, this is great. That's not true, Steve Burnside. Claire's boyfriend cut in. He talks to Ark and Becca and Claire and myself. He's just really shy. He's friends with the Helena Harper too. And Kevin? Steve called over to Kevin Raymond, who paused his conversation with Marvin to turn to Steve's direction. Don't you know Leon from the Red Cross Club?
Sound like Bill Cosby.
Put it past everybody. Rookie, all the zombies getting in there. You shoot them all, and then you. I don't know. Everyone keeps saying he seems odd. I'm just gonna skim ahead. We need juicy stuff. Ooh. Ooh, Chris is getting kicked off the team because he got a C. Chris says, that's bullshit.
Oh.
Maybe if Chris really needed help. No, Leon shook his head. He didn't know Chris. He barely knew his sister Claire. But maybe, just maybe, if Chris really needed help, tomorrow he would ask. Maybe make the decision tomorrow. I don't want to wait for Chris Redfield to come over. I'm just shy. I'm a guy. All right, I think I'm done with this one. I feel like I would read this all the way through and hope that some sort of zombie apocalypse would happen. What do you have?
I have a romantic one as well. I guess yours was romance? Question mark.
I don't know anymore. It's just very high school musical. Everyone keeps shouting that they're bi.
So anyway, this one takes place. Let me after Resident Evil 5, and these are the events leading Chris Redfield to finally propose to Jill Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
I personally wouldn't ship these two characters together, but I see why other people do it because they're always in the games together. But they're partners. They're platonic partners. I don't even think they do any over the gene stuff. I think they're like Ken dolls, you know? Nothing goes on down there.
I agree. I agree.
Anyway, this one actually looks well written. So,
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? It actually looks like they actually care about punctuation and stuff. So I'm gonna read the first chapter's 11, but I'm gonna read chapter 1. Slight breeze hits her chest as she made her way towards the open window. A dark figure was standing in the balcony, gazing at the stars. Chris hardly noticed Jill standing behind them. Chris! No reply. Chris! She shouted. What? Chris said as he turned around, obviously surprised by the sound. Chris, what are you doing? Jill asked. He narrowed his eyes in hopes that the dim light of the moon would reveal the figure standing in front of him. What are you doing up so late? Jill said as she made her way to the balcony and stood next to Chris. I couldn't sleep, and the moon tonight is just so beautiful, Chris said as he again started gazing at the moon. Something bugging you? Jill asked calmly as she also started to gaze at the moon. Nah, I was just recalling my encounters in the mission. Anything out of the ordinary? Jill asked, now looking at Chris.
Oh my gosh, so romantic. I
As
have the
much
popcorn.
as much Chris wanted to lie, Jill always had a way to make him tell the truth, so he replied honestly to her question. 2 days ago, when we were evacuating the civilians from the village, which the rebels had took on, he paused. An old woman was staring at me for quite a while. Then she came up to me and said, Unleash the beast you are. I spent the next days figuring out what she had meant by that. I asked the other civilians about the old woman, and they said she was one of the village elders, and she had a strange power of mind reading. Hmm. But then again, they're
Wow.
just village folks. That depends on what you were thinking at that time. Just some stuff I did before Africa. Maybe she was referring to your sex life by that. Just
Oh my, oh,
and
oh
punch
dear.
Chris. And she was right. It had been ages since the last time Chris was in an intimate relationship with a woman. Chris had always focused on his career with the BSAA. Dating and relationships weren't for Chris Redfield. Neither you or that old hag knows about. Chris again paused. Never mind, he said, and went inside to lay on the couch. Jill came inside and closed the door of the balcony behind her. As she looked at Chris, he was again lost in his thought. She silently came up to him and placed her hand on his head and made her way through the brown hair. Then she went into the bedroom and quickly fell asleep.
Oh, oh my.
She fell asleep, dude. After the events in Africa, Jill had a hard time recovering from her experiences. She usually had nightmares and silently cried every day, but Chris was with her all the way and really helped her in recovery. He convinced her to move in with him because someone had to keep an eye on her. Now she had almost fully recovered and would return to her job in the BSAA. The next day, Jill woke up to the sound of the TV. She looked at the clock. It was almost 12. She took a quick shower and got dressed. When she came out of the bedroom, she found breakfast on the table and Chris watching the news. Good morning, she greeted. Morning, Chris replied, still focused on the news. No office today? I just got back yesterday after a big operation against bioterrorists. Just bioterrorists.
Oh my gosh,
I
he's just
think I
this
deserve
is so I
rest
can just
before reading.
imagine him at the table, like all stressed out with coffee and just like, oh nothing, just saving the world. What have you done, Jill? Huh? What have you done? Continue.
The dishes ain't gonna wash themselves, Jill.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's terrible. Stop it.
Uh, he was right. The BSAA had against bioterrorists in a southern village, Edonia. They were there for 2 weeks and had completely neutralized all B and terrorists. But that came with a heavy price. Hundreds of soldiers were lost, and 5 or 6 BSAA helicopters were shot down. The small village turned into a slaughterhouse. Only Chris's team had suffered no casualties, thus further cementing his reputation as BSAA's finest soldier. Although the BSAA was successful in completing all objectives, but the number of loss of personnel frightened them. If only they had more capable men like Chris, such losses would have been avoided. Yeah, Chris is the only competent one on the team. He's so
Oh.
awesome. Jill finished her breakfast and started to do her daily chores. Yeah, those dishes. She was surprised when she saw that they were already done.
I'm offended.
Her clothes were clean. The apartment was clean. The dishes were done. Wow, I didn't even.
Are
I
you
was just.
joking?
I was not. No, I'm not joking.
Oh my gosh.
all of
Like,
her work.
wow.
All of her work that that occupied her daily schedule. This was her life, was done, and now she was completely free.
Oh my gosh.
Who did all this? Who else, Sherlock? You're joking, right? Why? Do I think I
Oh.
can clean my apartment? Let
Oh.
me see. Nope, she said as she made her way to the couch.
Burn.
Next, noticing this, Chris immediately got up and went to the kitchen, and the excuse he made was to get him some juice. The action greatly surprised Jill. Never had Chris Redfield tried to avoid Jill. She was the reason he came to Africa and had a duel with death just to bring her back. But now he was ignoring her. I need to get I need to get something from the store. I'll be back after a while.
This is beautiful.
Okay, Chris screamed from the kitchen. This is fan fiction of a domestic dispute. Oh my god.
Why don't you look at me in the back of the head anymore?
I'm just gonna skim through this.
Yeah, go ahead. Because a lot of these are very long. Some of them are very well written. They're like a 10 compared to the Fast and the Furious fan fiction that we read.
Oh man. So Jill goes to the park, meets up with Claire, and she asks him what happened to Chris when I disappeared, and Claire's like he started drinking a lot and smoking.
Oh my
And
god.
he
What?
cut off people from the outside world. And then he would torture the terrorists and mercenaries for unknown reasons. And some people even saw him taking terrorists and tying them up and unloading on them. And okay, enough. Oh my God, Chris, she says slowly. Chris is a beast. Don't you know he's the best at what he does? And what he does isn't very nice. Oh my God, this is so. Like, if you don't know the lore, this is just gibberish.
I know, like the only reason why I know the lore is because of you and Kit Kat. And if I didn't play 6, I probably wouldn't have gone back and revisited certain characters. Or 5, what was it? 5.
This takes place after 5. When 5 happened, Jill went missing. Well, they said she died, but Chris was like, I gotta go and find out. I gotta find the truth. So Claire's basically telling her how Chris was when she was presumed dead. And he basically turned into Batman from Batman v Superman and started killing a lot of people.
So is that why he and Pierce hooked up? Because Pierce is like, I'll just make you feel better. Don't worry.
Anything for my captain.
Yes, it's like pretty much what it was.
All right, I'm wrapping this up. Yeah, your presumed death took a toll on him, and what made him more guilty was the fact that you died saving him, making him the reason for your death. Shut up! Why are you blaming me? If I didn't take Wesker out that window, he could have killed us both. And I chose to save him because he had a family to come back to. Claire, he had you, she said as she sobbed.
Oh my god.
Well, on the other hand, I had no one to come back to. No family, nothing, she said, wiping the tears. Sorry, Jill, I didn't want to make you accountable for the actions he took. I just wanted to tell you that the guy was completely lost without you and should have seen him when he received the intel that you were alive. After a whole year, he finally called me and sounded so excited. He took the next flight straight to Africa. But all this doesn't give the answer to why he's ignoring me. Maybe he wants to show feelings toward you, but is having a hard time doing it. Or is he is afraid that you'll reject him? No, that's not the case. Chris never had a hard time expressing something. He tends to say whatever pops up in his mind. He says whatever that pops up in his mind, but not what pops up in his heart. Okay, I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Oh my
Wait,
god, what?
think about it. Okay, first of all, I thought they were in the park talking to each other.
I
I
thought
didn't know
so
they were,
too.
I didn't know they were on the phone. Oh wait, yeah, she was on the phone. I skipped that part. My bad. She wondered. Chris Redfield in love with Jill Valentine? Sounds nice, she thought, but it had been more than 8 months since her rescue from Africa, and he hasn't made a move yet. Maybe it's because he wants her to recover. Jill's eyes widened on that very thought. The doctors did say that she has completely recovered from her traumatic experience, because the doctors know when you have recovered from a traumatic experience. Maybe Claire was right. What if Chris is trying to express his feelings towards her? Oh my God, she screamed, more happy than surprised or worried. But she quickly got a hold on herself and reminded herself that it's just a theory, a game theory.
Oh my god, are you serious? Does it say that?
Yeah, I have put that in there.
Oh god, no, because I was like, no, stop this car right now. Pull it over,
All right,
reverse it. No,
I'm
it's all
done
good.
with that. That's just
That was a lot. That was a lot. So, um, I think that was a little overwhelming. We've covered high schools. We recovered a Spanish telenovela.
Well, there
We
are some in Spanish here.
Yeah, but you pretty much read a novella. You read me a telenovela. You read
Um,
the world a
let,
telenovela.
let me remind you, that's chapter 1 out of 11.
Oh my god. Ah, like
Yeah.
so
Uh,
like
I
some
want
runner. Go
steamy.
ahead.
Let's find something hot and steamy for the grown and sexy.
You know, that's tough because you know what I keep seeing in the hot and steamy genre? Guess what I keep seeing? You're never gonna guess.
But
Leon and Mr. X.
really,
Yes.
find me one of those fan fictions.
I'm gonna try and find the steamy part because it's I gotta know where is this going.
Uh, I found one called Raccoon City High.
We've already covered high schools.
Let's not.
We're done. We're done.
Let's not and say we did. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Everyone keeps, I'm not kidding you. Everyone keeps reiterating the game. You've played it. There's a bajillion let's plays on it. Write
Miss.
something different.
Yeah, come on, guys. Expand your imagination.
I'm no, seriously though, I'm trying to find like this is supposed to be Mr. X and Leon Kennedy.
Gotcha.
And there's no love scene. Where's the love scene?
You
Where's
can't
the
find
love?
where is the love?
I'm trying to see.
Well, you can do it. I believe in you.
You
I
believe in me?
You're better at this than I am.
I'm just, I'm terrible. We got to get the grand finale for the last few minutes. We got to find the grand finale. I just, I just hope it's consensual love. Hold on.
I just hope it's consent.
I do. I just hope it's consensual. Leo doesn't need his booty hurt, you know?
That booty. That booty. Anyway, while she's looking for that, I'm going to talk about a new show on Netflix called The Umbrella Academy. It's relevant because Umbrella, right? Anyway, if you like the X-Men, but it kind of felt like they should be working at Hot Topic and cutting themselves, you'll love The Umbrella Academy. With powers so vague, such as telling people to do things, having hairy arms, or drawing knives really well. It's very grounded, just like Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. If you like that, you might like The Umbrella Academy. Rated T for teen.
Ooh, all right. Well, since you found that, I found the most awkward. It's not that awkward, but it's a little weird. Um, Leon and the tyrant are eating snacks. um,
Lunchtime
I
much?
don't know. It's just, he was being hunted. Blah blah blah. Leon froze. He was about to pull away when Tyrant's hands carefully circled around his waist and kept it there.
Yes.
Its other hand came up to take the chocolate and stuff the bar into his mouth. Wrapper only partially on this time. It watched Leon as it chewed, then swallowed. Leon smiled at Tyrant and leaned back or tried to. Tastes good? Chocolate is my favorite. I like it when it's got caramel filling, but you won't find anything like that in a vending machine, Leon shrugged. Hey, can I have my hand back? Tyrant studied him for a moment longer, then let Leon's wrist go. Leon held his arm close to his chest for a second and chuckled. Thanks. His eyes darted over the snacks. Technically, these are already my snacks. You stole them. But thanks for bringing them back, you silly goose.
Were
I
they
don't know.
gluten free?
Maybe they were. And I guess the tyrant shoved a bag of chips in his mouth. You're something else, aren't you? He questioned. I can't. Leon would never say that. The tyrant stared at him. I was expecting you to be a lot scarier than you are. How did you even get here? The station's been only locked down for a week, even. Leon threw some chips in his mouth. Please don't let me tell you. Oh, wait. Please don't tell me you got in through the window. Tyrant's eyes sparkled. Leon hummed loudly. Don't make fun of me. He threw the chip bag right in Tyrant's face. It plopped back down and spilled its contents onto Leon's lap. Leon snorted. Tyrant's eyes shone harder. It delicately took a chip of in two of its fingers, then flicked it at Leon. Oh! Leon falling to the side and evading the chip. Playing dirty, huh? Oh my god, are they gonna go take a shower in the locker room and, hit each other with towels?
It seems like it.
I don't know where this is going.
Oh,
Oh, next chapter to be continued.
is there another chapter?
No, there's not another chapter.
Oh God, leaving me hot and bothered over here.
Oh my god. No, wait. Here. Um, so they're eating, right? And then Leon gets a soda. Leon gulped down a few pulls of orange soda before Tyrant stood up, the ends of the trench coat flapping to his side. Leon put down the soda and got up. Here, let me. He took the two sashes in front and rather foolishly, he would admit, wrapped his arms around Tyrant as far as they would go, which was not far, because Tyrant was completely stacked and 3 times the size of a normal man. Leon felt his face go red as his cheeks smashed up against Tyrant's abs.
Aww.
I don't think this is going to work, Leon said, out of the corner of the part of his mouth that wasn't pressed right into Tyrant's robust abdominals.
Oh, God.
Sorry. It grunted affirmatively. Leon backed up and dropped his hold on the sashes. As soon as he was out of immediately arm smacking distance, Tyrant took both ends and just tied them at the front, letting the long ends trail down. Leon picked up another bag of chips from the floor, crossed his arms, and cocked his head back. I think it looks better shorter. What is going on? What's going on with his trench coat?
I don't know. Oh man, is it over?
No, basically he's just saying Tyrant stared at him, then moved to undo the sashes again. Leon's eyes found themselves fixated on the heavy bulk of Tyrant's shoulders as it reached around itself, um, handing off each sash to the new hand. Its chest strained the fabric of the already tight undershirt that peeked out from the open trench coat. The muscles of his arms bulged handsomely inside the tight leather coat. Row? Said Leon's brain.
What?
Row.
Turned into Scooby Doo.
WROW. That's what it says. It paused and looked down at him. Leon could tell through the pallid hue of its skin that it was blushing. Leon? Leon jumped. On his shoulder, his Walkman buzzed to life with a familiar voice. I'm assuming it's Claire. This is weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Just skip to the end.
That was the end. That was it.
God.
I'm not even kidding you. And the girl's like, oh my god, I'll update soon. Thanks for reading.
There was too much time spent on the trench coat. I would have loved to know what his nipples looked like. Does he have an innie or an outie? These are the questions.
I agree. And I guess we will find out next week on our exciting podcast. You have anything else you want to inform the public before we go?
Oh man, I'm sorry if you guys were cringing. I apologize for the cringe, but we don't write this.
We don't. I mean, archive of our own and fan fiction. Oop. Uh-oh. Yeah. Sorry. Archive of our own and fanfiction.net have a lot of presence inside. And you humans, you guys got some messed up stuff in your world. Mm-mm.
Next week we should read some fan fiction of Obama and Condoleezza Rice.
Oh my god, I have a comic book actually that has it's Barack Obama the Barbarian. And yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a great way to stay in shape. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.